Hey there, everybody. This just arrived in the mail. Let's get it open and see what's in there. Okay, there it is. This is from Stansport. And it is an old school 1980s era Rambo type hollow handle survival knife. It says it includes matches with a striking pad, a wire ring saw, fish hook, and lead, sinkers, nylon fishing line, needle, liquid filled compass, sharpening stone, and a sheath and a belt loop. I actually had one of these way back when I was about, like 14, 15 years old, I think. And I treated mine fairly good, so it held up. But I haven't had one in years, ever since my original. I don't know where it disappeared to, but I finally bought another one just for the heck of it. There it is out of the box. Oh, look at that. Nice retention in that sheath there. Wow. Got a string, like a shoestring type string for a leg tie. Here's the little pouch with the sharpening stone. Oh boy. This is something else. And the sheath, look how thin. My goodness. I think it's vinyl. But it does have a compass on the end there. And it is working. That's correct. Okay, got the snap undone. It falls right out. Yeah, that is the knife that I remember. It seems so much smaller now. I must have been a lot smaller when I was around 14 or 15. And lightweight. This thing is as light as a feather. Now I think these are made in Taiwan. I don't know if it says on the box anywhere. Oh no, made in China. I think my original one was made in Taiwan. I think it might have been a little wider than this. I don't remember it being so thin. But this hand guard here is metal. It's very thin, but it's actually metal. It's painted like glossy black. And it's supposed to be a stainless steel blade. Doesn't feel terribly unsharp. It's got this flat area here so you could reach over and choke up on it to do some fine carving. It's got a bottle opener. And it's got the saw back on it, which can be used as a saw. And supposedly you were supposed to be able to stick it through like a wire fence or a chain link fence and twist it and break the links in it. This with a hollow plastic handle, that's not going to happen. But let's get the butt cap off here and see what's inside. Okay, the first thing I noticed is that there's no rubber O-ring, so you're not going to keep water out very well without the O-ring. It's just plastic threads. Nothing really in there. Now this is what you're supposed to hook the wire saw to, and then you put your finger through it like that, and you can pull it back and forth. Saw through a branch, which is supposed to be, the wire saw is supposed to be in here, in the little survival kit. Okay, let's see if we can see down in there. Okay, this one looks like it might have some type of epoxy in there. And I remember the original one, I'm pretty sure I could look down in it and actually see the nut that was screwed onto the bolt. But this one looks like it has some type of epoxy so that That might make it actually be slightly more sturdy. But you can see there, I see what looks to be a lead weight. And like 3 or 4 matches. There's 4 there. And there's some, that's the super thin wire saw, I believe. I see some fishing line, a sewing needle, a match striker, and there's supposed to be a couple fish hooks in there. Yeah, that right there is where you hook these little things to. And then you can make a little wire saw out of that. Don't really want to take it all out because I remember what was in it from the original one I had. See the fish hook there? But it's all there. It's a little mini survival kit. Basically, I picked it up for nostalgia, just for the old memories. I remember I used to wear this on my belt and carry it around, and I mean, I feathered a couple sticks and made a couple little wooden like spear tips with it and stuff, and it did it. Yeah, I really thought that I was something special when I had this, like a up-and-coming Rambo back in the day. I think everybody did at the time. They were all over in the stores. You could buy them on television. It was ridiculous how popular these were. But here is the Sheath. Pretty much garbage. I mean, this thing is just, not only is it vinyl, it's probably the thinnest vinyl ever made, like a sheet of paper. Just super lightweight. Super chintzy. I'm surprised it even has the rivets. That's actually quite amazing. The stone is just basically a normal cheapo sharpening stone, but it's not that bad. But that's it. There's really not a whole lot more to show. I will do a paper cutting test. Okay, here's a sheet of printer paper. Straight out of the box. Let's see how sharp it arrives. Well, that's actually very surprising, I have to say. I think the original one I had might have been about this sharp, which is, it's not razor sharp, but it's actually pretty decent. I'm really surprised. Well, that was something. It's actually sharper than I thought it would be. Okay, the width of the blade is just over about 1.25 inches at the highest part of the spines. Just about. And let's see what the length is. The blade is 5 inches right to the edge of the blade, but you could count it as 6 inches if you take it clear to there. And it is about 11 inches overall, and the handle is about 5 inches. So there are the specs on it.